All right, welcome to Obsessed Garage. I'm Matt Mormon. Today's product focus is the Milwaukee 1/4 inch M12 Hex. I guess it would be 1/4 inch Hex M12 Impact. One of my favorite tools. I mean, it's not my favorite because it's not as glamorous as some of the other tools, but it is. I would wager if we were to put a clock on the amount of use of tools in my cabinet here, you know, I've got Milwaukee tools everywhere, I would guess that this tool gets used more than anything. So this is the traditional gear set. They also have a hydraulic gear set version called the Surge. This is the traditional one. You'll notice it has the optional boot I have on here. This is a what would you call this? Rubber, I guess some sort of neoprene or something like that, but to help protect the tool and to help protect your fenders or help protect the countertop. But this is the M12, the 12-volt version, and you'll notice I have my favorite battery on it, which is an optional battery you have to buy separately. This is the Red Lithium XC 6.0 battery. So this is their 6 amp hour, most stout version of a battery in the M12 line, but it doesn't come with the options that you can buy the tool with. So these you're going to use for fastening. I'm using it to drive lugs in by putting like a 3/8 anvil on the end. You can very quickly release and easily put on, you know, whatever tool or whatever bit set you want. This is a T20 3.5 inch, you know, Milwaukee bit that I just happen to have in here that I was using to drive some deck screws into some little drywall framing project we were working on yesterday. But this tool is, again, I think you're going to use this for many applications. You're going to use it on the car, you're going to use it around the house, you're going to use it in carpentry, you're going to use it in anything mechanical, you're going to use it all over the place. And I do think that this is one of your first tools that you buy. And, you know, prior to sitting down and making this video, I was thinking, you know, would I rather have this or I think I got my M18 here somewhere. Or would I rather have the M18, which we have a video on as well? Which do you, well, I want both, but which do you buy first? I think I'd probably buy the M18 first, just because it has a bit more output, a bit more torque, a bit more capability to drive things in, and will last a little longer. It won't fit in as quite of tight of space, especially if you put the smaller batteries like the CP 2.0s that they come with. So I think I'd buy the M18 first, but this is a close second. And in fact, if you can swing it, buy them both. Buy the M18 and the M12, buy them both at the same time, because you're going to find all kinds of uses for these things. And when you're buying them, you have a couple of options. You can buy the tool only, so there's nothing in here but the tool. There's no battery, there's no case, there's no charger or anything that comes with the tool only. There is a significant value. Some of the Milwaukee tools don't have as much value when you buy a kit, but this one there is. I want to say it's like $60 in value. I don't count the charger, I don't count the case as a value, because I'm going to throw those both away because I'm using a rapid charger or a supercharger, so I'm buying a separate charger. But the batteries are what you need. And the CP 2.0 battery is a great battery. It's a battery you're going to use most often on all of your tools. And so if I were to buy the tool and the 2 batteries, I think the batteries are, you know, today they're $50-$60 a piece, and I want to say the delta between these is only maybe $50, depending on when you're watching this video. And so if I'm getting 2 $60 batteries, and I've got a delta of $50, you can do the math. I'm getting $60-$70 worth of value out of buying the kit over buying just the tool only. And that's the case with most of the Milwaukee FUEL stuff. You just have to do the math, or just watch these videos and I'll tell you which one to buy. When we get into our master collection and our separate individual accessory, or I guess our kits and our packages we'll be putting together, the different Obsessed Garage solutions, I'll be sharing more of where's the most value in buying these. But M12 Milwaukee 1/4 inch Hex Impact, it's a mouthful, is by far one of the most used tools in my cabinet and probably will be in yours. I think you need one. I think you buy this before you buy the Surge. We talked about it in the Surge video. Go to obsessgarage.com, check out all the Milwaukee stuff, all the Milwaukee content. But this is by far one of the best tools that you'll have in your arsenal. So I'd suggest you get one, and I appreciate it if you buy it from us. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, hit up support@obsessgarage.com, and my email is matt@obsessgarage.com. If you ever need any advice, we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.